Oh my god, the ski slope's back. Oh, I think that's a very good poem by me. I'd buy it. I'd read it. Hi again. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Dweller, how are we? How are we, bud? I hope you're well. Hope you liked my poem. Don't worry. This might be a little strange to me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. How is who? I went to get food. How is you? You missed my poem. Very sad. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise. Anything for you, my love. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I don't run away from commitment. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh my gosh. Help. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Tiny vampire. Do one. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. What's wrong with that? Working on pinnacles? Very nice. I don't know if you plan just to come here and hang out or what. What if I do? You gonna fire me? You gonna tell me to leave the club? Oh no. How dare you give me what I want? But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps a manga collection in the club room. Well, it's time to put that big mouth to Dweller. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Oh, she's so angry now. Look at it. Careful, guys. She's gonna bite us and drink our blood. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. The fish is back. Unholy always gives his best as long as he's having fun. Wrong, I never give my best. He helps me with busy work. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. What's busy work? There's some stuff going on here. There is some stuff going on here. There's 4 stuffs going on here. I don't get time when I see it. Titties. That's right, I'm playing hentai on stream, seeing how long it takes me to get banned. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. I'll cook and clean your room, Yuri. Sayuri, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? Not as good as us as we're gonna be, Yuri, promise. I might be a little jealous. Oh, it's okay, love. How come? You and Unholy can become good friends too, see? Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! Yori even wrote you something today, you know. Did she? Well, wait! Sayori? Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Just fucking show me. I hate this. But it's like, oh, I've got something to tell you. What? Just fucking tell me. You know, otherwise I'm gonna get pissed off. And then I'm gonna lose interest and I don't wanna know. Alright? Just fucking tell me. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. Oh. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Because I'm a lifeguard, and that's what I do. I rescue people. Let's go. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. I have an itchy eye. Hold up. I'm blind. I'm fine. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Is it a nude? Yuri Peaches... Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. Aww. And we could, you know, read together. Sat by a window listening to the rain with a cup of tea. Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. I thought that's a closet then, I was like, oh. Yori's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. Exactly, if a girl's reading, do not distract her. I catch a glimpse on the corner of a book. Looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. What we should do now is go and sit next to her, start reading the book. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. Oh, it's so cute. It's so cute. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in a book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. We space out a lot, don't we? Do men in general space out this much? Like, is this just a man thing? I might just sit in the corner and do some deep breathing. I'm not of this. Sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? I have 2 copies of the same book, thank you very much. Game. One of them just happens to be signed and I don't want to break it. Ah. Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean... Oh shit. We fucked it. I just happened to buy 2 of them accidentally. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. Now. I'm glad to hear. Now! Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Read the blurb. It's all there. Or how about, hear me out, right? Crazy wild idea. Read it. Find out. Who would have thought? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. It does involve reading, and sometimes there might not be pictures in there, so... I just wanted to make sure I accidentally give anything away. Basically, I've got an itchy nose. That's not what the book's about, by the way. It's not about a girl with an itchy nose. It's about this girl in high school who moves in with a long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does, I've got... I think it's a hair. Of the drugs. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That sounds sick. I want to read that. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story. So dark that turn came from nowhere. Nah! Yuri gently giggles. All of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. Oh, there's a moth on the wall. That scared me. I mean, I could definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I have, though. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri's into these things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be so completely different. It's just like those kind of stories. They challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals, or their own philosophy that they believe in. That suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be one of... wait, what? They're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Keep going, it's so hot. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well... I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. Hemorrhoids. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think that you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. Would you look at that, a man who listens? That bloody unicorns. Luckily for me, there's a unicorn in the other room, so you know. I'm fine. It's a literature club after all. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Shit. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? Oh, and now we're going to sit next to her, we're going to read together, it's going to be super cute, and she's going to love us. I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. This is hentai. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with somebody. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything, because you know, I'm that good looking that sometimes my face can be a distraction and my rock solid abs, ugh, like surferboard abs, you know? And don't even get me started on my huge penis. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. Now that's just the little mini demon who's wanting some blood. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry! I was just... Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? Yeah, I do. I don't really mean to. I'm sorry. It's like, stop apologising, I'm sorry! Where's my else? It's there. Sorry, see? I mean... Ha ha ha! Yeah, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's net up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. We're shagging tonight, lads. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, I'm getting the tingles. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to hold the book open. I guess this makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. This is when teamwork comes in. We hold the book, she turns the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Or she could just use, titties to hold it in place. Either one would work. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. Teamwork. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it onto her thumb after it flips to the side, to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. Stop looking at her titties then. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face. And she's in the corner of my vision. Okay, this doesn't feel like a horror. It feels more, like a romance. So I'm not sure what the warnings were at the beginning. Like, oh, it's really disturbing. How is this disturbing? Are you ready? I was born ready. To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Look at that smile. She looks kind of creepy there. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Oh, her eyes move! That's creepy. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri? This might be a silly thought, but do you want to get coffee tonight? Oh, the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways. But she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything. But they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. We've fucked it, guys. Guys, we've fucked it. There is no shagging of the cards tonight. Why do we do this? Oh, so embarrassing that you think that. Oh, wait, fucked. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Why are we so stupid? Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant more like it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Oh, okay, everyone. Oh, saved by the bell. I think it's about time we shared today's poems with each other. Oh, this would be the worst thing ever. Actually having to share things that you've written. Oh. I think I would rather step on Lego and then, hit my little toe into a corner. And then step on Lego again. In the process, No, thank you. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Oh, let's wait. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. It's because of us. We made her sad. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Oh, it's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Ow. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? Okay, that's kind of cute. Can we pull this back? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. I feel like she's given us homework. You're not my teacher, although I would love you to be my teacher. Alright. I stand up. Why is my hair doing that again? Guys, nobody told me again. I'm getting all sorts of odd... Oh. E.T. photo. Oh. Oh my god, let's sort this out. I'm really warm. Oh, it's back. It keeps... Why is it doing this? There we go. I'm so hot, by the way. Is this window open? It is. Let me put the wine in there. And there's at least a breeze coming in. I'm making a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Last night? Bloody hell. Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration, since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I could already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same, myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Obvs. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I trust her opinion, to be fair. Love me. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. I did it. Exceptional! Oh, we're such a good writer, let's go! Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Oh, he's going to hate me. That's me. Listen, do you hate me? You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? That's... I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Ah! Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Well, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. I'm a virgin. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in my poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. I got water on my chin. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. Are you saying that I deliberately tried to impress you? Because you would be correct. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Shit. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something that you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well... Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Nah, shit talking is fine. It's cool. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki, or probably all of us. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which, in itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Okay, Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing! It must be this one. The last... The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe! Time to break up the female friendship group, let's go. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside poem area to continue. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. That's just 'cause I'm slow. Don't mistake that. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Eh. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even if it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. The bathing line really got me. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. You into ghosts, Yuri? What? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you only did glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. That's far too deep. I was just stuck on the bathing part. There are only 2 points you have to focus on for this poem. Exactly. Point 1, point 2. And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? She says eh a lot, doesn't she? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so I know. I'm just a fantastic writer. Watch this space. Catch me outside writing the poems. How about that? If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. Ooh, You know, I was really nervous about doing all this. But in the end, I enjoyed it. They say that about sex as well. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you. Me too. None of them. I don't really care. So is Monica, because I like Monica the second best. Hi! For 2 reasons. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Let me just check actually. How long is Doki Doki? Takes 5 to 6 hours to finish, so about 10 hours for me then. It's a long game. My throat hurts. Hey. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, have you seen the door over there? It's fantastic. I painted it myself. Since you're new and everything, have you ever had any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? I think it's a week or so in game days. Oh, so it's like a 7-day thing. Okay. Well, we could do yeah. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Oh, ski slip! Nah! Don't worry. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. She's got really long hair. It's very pretty though. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yep, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical.
Ooh.
Ew, ew. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Again, that deep's been used a few times in this. Do you know what I mean? I guess I underestimated you. Yes, you did, hon. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Smart man. Ah! That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I know, I'm aware. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel. Hello? Oh. Or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that with the hand on the hip. You do your own thing. You do you. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'll explore your... What? I'm sure I'll end up trying a lot of different things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. I bet you would, you green-eyed demon. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? No. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Fake it till you make it, chicas. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. I don't understand. Well, let's read it then. A hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See? The direction the spackle protrudes? Guys, it's a protruding spackle. Oh no. A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas! Not my retinas! Already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. That's what she said. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realise now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh, it's so deep! Guys, I feel like my whole life has been turned upside down. Oh, I've got goose pimples. So what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm really not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I'd rather we didn't do this. Sometimes, when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you tried so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Somebody's outside. Just hold up. I thought somebody was coming to eat me. They weren't. Hey Doki, how are we doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori, I guess. I have Fishtail. That's a good poem. Oh, thank you. Are you sure it's your first time? Poem Virgin. Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'll be writing poems in his spare time? Nah, I like drinking beer and playing football and doing manly things. Yeah, I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you... wait, what? It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the classroom. Maybe that would, No? Okay. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. We're in now, boys. See? Like I said before. Deep down, you're really not selfish at all, Everything's so deep. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. And then again, I can't deny that she's the part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? Why does that sound like a threat? Like you will have fun. This will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Eh. Oh, we'll see about that. Oh god, here we go. Ooh. Very warm again. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleep from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. I think that's the best one so far. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. That's why it's a yes or no question. It's either yes or it's either no. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that that was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. I think that was the best one. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. Oh, yes, you so... I get all cranky. You don't want to see me when I'm cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Hell yeah. It's gonna be about friendship and bonding and friends. It's gonna be fun. I guess I look forward to it. Can we skip? Can we skip the little demon? Why we just stare at each other? Say something. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. I wrote the poem, you little bitch. What do you mean? What? Harsh? What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. Thank you very much. She's just mad because she doesn't have the two the two advantages that the other three girls have. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Oh, gotta. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, each their own, I guess. Oh shit. Well, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Knowing you probably will be stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. And she has the cheek to insult us? Do you want to talk about this, Natsuki? Yeah, I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it, that's a lie. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. so people don't even take my writing seriously. That's because you literally just said that, like, monkeys can fly. I'm not sure what drugs you're on, hon, but they don't. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your message any less valid. Exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Ugh. Yeah. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts in more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I knew that. That was very clever of you. Hold up. Let me get rid of that black thing. I just made my face brighter and didn't get rid of the black thing at all. This little black. There we go, got rid of it. Just turned my chair around. Now it helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. Is it? Is it? Is it this? No, that comes up. Oh, well. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Guess not. I tried to humour her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. They are. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yori and Natsuki. They are gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their retrospective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yori smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? No, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. It's... Oh, yeah, her poem. Her poem was fantastic. Weekly mission is actually fairly rough. Couldn't beat it in solo in time allowed. You just need to get better. I'll do that. I need to do some stuff on Destiny, but I'm now playing pony games all day. You know. Oh, I applied for a job today, Dweller. I applied to be a librarian. I think I'd make a fantastic librarian. I need to take a break from SSO. I've just got back into SSO. What do you need? Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? She's definitely got, like, short person syndrome. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up, clearly. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Monkeys can climb. Birds can fly. Go kill noobs in D2. Ha, noob. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? Ah, ooh. You mean you have to try that hard to put with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked somebody who actually liked it. That's not always the best way to get suggestions, but sure. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Otoli did. I didn't. So based on that, I'd gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Yeah. And Otoli likes my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. For God's sake, here we go. Oh. I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, she's a bitch. I hate her. That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Fine. Maybe you're just jealous that he appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. And how'd you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Apologies. No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Unholy started showing up. What the fuck? If boobs are magically growing, I am not gonna complain about this, you know? Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Oh, for God's sake, can't fight. I don't like fighting, guys. I'm stressed. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they suddenly noticed I was just standing there. You! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it, for fuck's sake. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, you see, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. That's not always true. And that's not me simping over Yuri, that's just maybe, given by a genuine opinion. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. No, you see, if you read between the lines, it gives you a lot more depth to said piece. You're becoming a true simp now. I actually am. I'm becoming the thing that I swore to destroy. Help me explain that to her. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself. It's also a waste. You understand that, right? Well, for fuck's sake. Oh, shit. How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Why are they asking me, a complete novice, about writing things? I don't understand. But whoever I'm agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me, sorry. So, of course, that's gotta be... game? I clicked Yuri. Tell me that I clicked Yuri then. I did. You're right. Oh, wait. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. Can this be at the forefront of our society at the minute? I feel like more people need to read that. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yori? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. But well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her problem was cute. Oh, her poem was cute, not her problem. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. I was definitely on Yori's side, and I wanted to, you know, egg her on a little bit, not make the peace. I am sorry. Yeah. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yori means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yori apologized. Don't you think you should too? Yeah. Natsuki clenches a fist. I'd be surprised if he doesn't stamp a foot in anger. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped, and at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. Rawr. That's it. Rawr. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do just that. Off you piss. Go on. It'll spare me for having to look at all your faces right now. And me yours. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumbles up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki... She really didn't need to do that. Look across the room. Yori has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Sigh. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. That's the second time she said that in one evening. No, Yori. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks. You're too kind. It's nothing. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said, what about your boobs magically growing? Please say it's true. About, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. You go and do that. I'll have a tea, 2 sugar, please. Thanks. With milk. Good idea. Make it up for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Oh, she's pointing to the door again. Let's go. Is it home time? Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. Yes. Go home, put on some anime, have a wank. Just about, yeah, okay. How did you all feel about sharing poems? I hated it. It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly all the vibes back. How about you? I'd say the same. What them three said. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. It was neat. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out to be even better, and they'll go in the trash can that's over there. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. For fuck's sake. Ollie! Ready to walk home? Sure. Let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. Eh? What'd you mean? You know, between Yori and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. One of them just likes to bite people's necks on the weekend. It's fine. You don't hate them, do you? What's with me hating everybody? Is this how you feel, Jay? When I ask you, do you hate me after I asked to make me a brew or something? Is this how it feels? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew! You know, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Everyone is going to be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Do we get to write one more poem? Okay, right. We'll write this poem and then we'll stop for the night because my throat hurts. Okay. Once more. We're gonna go horror. Okay, picture it, guys. The horror scene. We have written an email. Okay. Contamination, zombie apocalypse. This is where I'm kind of thinking. Again, it's at night. Oh, damn, wrong one. She liked Lust last time, didn't she? Okay. Dark night in a zombie. It's a zombie apocalypse. All right. Once again. It's the unending night, right? It just goes on forever and ever and ever. I'm in a cage. Okay, we're in like a car park, right? It's dark. There's zombies everywhere. I'm in a cage. I'm terrified. Shh, wrong one. Doki. I'm on vacation. The cage is sticky. And I feel wrath at the stickiness of this cage, right? This whole thing is a disaster. While I'm in the cage with surrounding zombies, I reach my climax. Because I feel that death is close, okay? And it flashes back to my childhood. Shit. And in my childhood, I was determined. I was very determined to have... No, I was very determined because my love was unrequited. And I tried to kiss my one true love, and in that time I felt like I was being held captive, which is how I feel now, being captive in this cage. Oh, and I look around and I see the scars of my past. And oh, it's a zombie. It's very frightening. And then I look up to the starscape because there's loads of stars in the sky. And I just want to be together with my love. I tried. I think that was, you know, that was pretty creative. Right. Save. Let's save this bad boy.